Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Driven by Career Advice series. If you've been enjoying our content so far and you've been finding it useful, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. So today we are actually going to be talking about different tools that you can use to help you stay on top of your tasks, make the most out of your day, and ultimately be more productive. Always remember to do what works best for you and what's going to be sustainable for you in the long term. You can always switch up the tools you use if you find something is no longer working for you. And don't hesitate to try something new. So let's get right into it. The first tool that I want to talk about is a digital calendar. I find that maintaining a digital calendar that you can access and update from your phone is really helpful. Now you can use the built-in calendar on your phone, whatever that may be, but I would recommend using a calendar that is linked to your main email account. This way you can easily send meeting requests from your email or set appointments or tasks in your calendar based on some of the emails or information that you get throughout the day. My absolute favorite is Google Calendar. And if you're already a Gmail user, I would definitely recommend taking advantage of the calendar function. You can easily download the app onto your phone and it has a number of benefits to offer. In Google Calendar, you can customize your view and set it to a daily, weekly, or monthly view, or even a continuous feed. You can easily share and invite people to meetings. You can update the locations of your meetings and appointments, and it will sync with Google Maps. And you can even set goals in Google Calendar. Google Calendar also allows you to customize your reminders, so you can choose when you want to be reminded and whether that reminder appears as a pop-up notification or an email. The next tool I want to talk about is a physical planner. In addition to a digital calendar, I find that a physical planner is useful for things like taking notes, jotting down to-do lists, and setting goals. Plus, they do say that writing things down makes you more likely to remember them. So at the beginning of each month, I will write down at least 3 goals that I want to accomplish during that month. And then I'll break down each goal into smaller tasks that I can work on throughout the week. If you're interested in trying a physical planner for your note-taking, your to-do lists, and your goal setting, Driven By actually offers a free planner that you can download and print at home. And I'll leave the link for that in the description box below. The next tool I want to talk about is time blocking. And time blocking is actually more of a strategy that involves dedicating specific time blocks to certain tasks or responsibilities. Simply writing an arbitrary to-do list can leave you feeling overwhelmed and wondering where to start, especially as that list gets longer and longer. Time blocking can actually make you more productive because it eliminates the ambiguity of how you choose to spend your time, and it forces you to focus on one thing for a certain amount of time. Time blocking also helps you to plan more realistically, because there's only so many hours in a day, and time blocking forces you to allocate those hours to certain tasks, and you just can't do everything in 24 hours. When time blocking, make sure that you allocate time for breaks and lunch. We all need mental breaks throughout the day, and we all need to eat. So you're going to be more likely to stick to your time blocked schedule if you allocate time for things that you need to do during the day. Time blocking also allows you to reduce the amount of time that you spend on non-essential activities. For example, if you receive a meeting request for a time that is already blocked off for an important task, you can politely decline the meeting due to prior engagements. When time blocking, make sure to be very specific with what you need to do. The more vague we are, the less focused we tend to be. So instead of making a time block for something like work on project, create smaller time blocks for things like proofread written component or create presentation template. And the last tool I want to talk about is software tools. There are so many free software tools out there for planning and project management that you might want to try a couple to see what works best for you. One popular software tool that I've used is called Trello. And what Trello allows you to do is break down your project into different boards. On each board, you can have a list of tasks with detailed descriptions or links and attachments if you need to. You can set up your Trello boards in whatever fashion that works best for you, whether that is creating a board for each goal that you're working on or creating a board for the status of the different things you're working on, such as to do, in progress, and done. So I hope that these tools help you make the most of your time and help you boost your productivity. Make sure that you customize your system to what works best for you and try new things because we all have room for improvement. Don't forget to check the description below for that link to that free printable planner. Thank you so much for watching this episode of the Career Advice series. We will see you next time, and until then, stay driven.